I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm back with a lot of videos. I'm back with a lot of everything. We finna be doing music. We finna be God damn. Yeah, finna get back to the videos. Finna get into some music. The night we doing horror stories, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna do it with all the lights off, but I'm not like that. I'm not doing that shit. I gotta sleep in this bitch. Y'all don't. Y'all can cut all y'all fucking lights off. Matter of fact, I encourage you to cut your lights off, but I'm not cutting mine off. No, I'm not doing it. But we gonna get into it. I don't know how true these is. It say true in the title, but you know, as colored people, we gonna be able to decipher the difference. I know that's what my audience is. Yeah, yeah.
My friends and I grew up in New York in a pretty suburban area ever since 5th grade. Our circle
Why is he using a fucking voice changer though? Like, is it that serious? Like, you wanna sound menacing or some shit? I just ain't no way your voice is that fucking deep. Like my shit is deep, but he's like, hold on.
of friends was large back in the day, but the four core
That shit is ridiculously deep. Hold on though, I gotta go get the ashtray. Nah, never mind. I got the trash can. That shit is ridiculously deep. Like I just don't understand, my nigga.
members of our group were myself and my three best friends, Johnny, Devin, and Nick. We were 16 years old at the time, and we were having a movie night at Nick's house as his parents had gone up to the Cape for the weekend, so we'd had the house to ourselves. We were at Nick's house as he had to watch
Okay, let me
over
pay
his
attention.
German Shepherd, Bonzo.
Y'all gotta excuse me. Like I'm trying to handle some business right now. I probably should have waited, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? New music coming soon. Well, I ain't even gonna say new music. First song coming soon. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no singing ass nigga, but I can sing. I'm getting off. I'm getting off topic.
When we had arrived, we had helped ourselves to Nick's dad's stock of booze and then played some video games all the way to doing prank calls past 10 p.m. It sounds childish, but hey, you're only a teen once, right? We get about halfway through the movie
Live it up while you can, cause it's no joke after high school.
when there was an unexpected knock at the door. Nick looked confused and had told us that he wasn't expecting any more visitors. As he requested, I get up and go to the door with him. We thought that maybe we have been making too much noise and that it was his neighbors coming to complain, but that wasn't the case. Standing on the porch was a Domino's pizza delivery guy with a large pizza box in his hands. Hi there, large pepperoni pie paid for online.
Did he say
This
fucking
was
pie?
very strange.
Red flag number one. He said pie. Nobody, I've never heard, I ain't gonna say nobody because somebody somewhere probably calls a pizza a pie, but I've never heard anybody call a pizza a pie. In my 18 years of life, I've never heard somebody say pie. It's always, I done heard somebody say pizza pie, but not just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
As
not
we
a
hadn't
fucking
even
pie, it's
thought
a
of
pizza.
ordering pizza. But 16-year-olds and pizzas are natural allies, so we gladly take it off his
He's
hands.
not wrong.
I mean, who wouldn't take a free pizza? We tip the guy to be nice, and he tells us to have a good night and proceeded to walk away, disappearing into the night. The only thing was that there was no vehicle in sight, so we figured that he must have parked a few houses
Open the fucking pizza, B. Open the pizza. Open the pizza. Open the
down.
pizza. Open it.
We bring in the pizza to the
Open the
living
pizza.
room and tell the others how we just got locked out. Devin, being the honest and nice person he was, told us that we shouldn't just eat someone else's pizza.
Oh God, what be wrong with
We
niggas?
looked at each other and realized that it was the wrong thing to do, so we leave the pizza on the counter and call up Domino's. Eventually, we get through to them and inform them that someone else's pizza had been dropped off at our place and that the delivery guy should take it back to the correct address. They ask for our address and we tell them. The person on the other line asks if we were sure it was a Domino's pizza. Yeah, it's got your logo and everything. What? We haven't.
Okay, I'm just making a wild guess, and I promise you I've never seen this video. But whole time, the pizza is poison. And his plan is to knock all their ass out with the pizza or kill him with the pizza and do strange things to him.
Had any orders from that part of town all day, and none of our drivers have been around there. I'll check in with our other stores. At this point, we're all pretty perplexed as no other Domino's stores delivered to our area. We decided to give them a few minutes to call us back, and if they didn't, we just ate it ourselves. We fixed up a couple of snacks and resumed the movie we were watching. I get up to get a glass of soda in the kitchen and was shocked to what I found. Bonzo, the dog, had eaten at least half of the box.
That fucking dog finna die. That was the equivalent to him eating a whole bag of M&Ms.
Fast forward till about a half hour later, we noticed that Bonzo was becoming really distressed, whimpering and crying, and then heads back into the kitchen. 10 minutes later, we noticed that Bonzo was extremely ill, lying on the floor and having trouble breathing, and we immediately knew that something wasn't right. We looked online for a nearby vet in the area, and there was thankfully one nearby that was still open. Needless to say, we rushed him over there quickly, and he was on the point of death when we brought him.
You telling me all these niggas are 16? What time did that say?
In the area, and there was thankfully one
11:45 p.m.
nearby
So you telling me these 16-year-old niggas can move around freely at 11:45 p.m.? These niggas' parents are cool as shit. I don't care if it's 4 of them and don't nobody look like brothers. So that tells me that all 4 of them have separate parents. So knowing that, one of their parents gives a fuck about them. All 4 of their parents do not care about them. Somebody's parents give a fuck. Their parents are cool as shit.
And he was on the point of death when we brought him in. But it wasn't for the reason we expected. The vet said that he was displaying very strange symptoms. They ran a few more tests, and what we found really turned our stomachs. There were several traces of strychnine found in his system. It's a very dangerous poison used for killing rodents, and it causes all of your organs to shut down completely.
Told you.
Ads on YouTube must be so annoying. But with 3 clicks, you can install an ad blocker and you'll never see ads again. Step 1, go to adblocker360.com. Step 2,
That shit count.
Nick's parents.
I know it's kind of off topic, but I downloaded an ad blocker and I still get 100 ads. Like y'all be seeing them ads coming, but the ad blockers don't work on YouTube.
Came home soon after, and we tried to give the best description to police as to what the delivery guy looked like. Unfortunately, nothing ever became of it, and there were no other reports of anyone receiving a poisoned pizza. It makes me wonder if the guy specifically targeted us kids as we were young and naive.
No. See, you gotta have deeper thinking about these things. You know what I'm saying? He didn't target them because they were kids. I know my phone finna flash. Let me flip that motherfucker. Anyway, he ain't targeting them because they was kids. Somebody put a hit out on you. You know what I'm saying? See, whole time, these 4 niggas are the leaders of a gang. They made some people angry. I ain't saying nothing else. Just think about it.
If that were the case, he had been watching us for God knows how long, and how would he have known that we were by ourselves? Thankfully, Bonzo survived, but had we arrived to the vet even 15 minutes later, he probably wouldn't have made it. If anyone comes to your door with food that you didn't order, do the right thing and check with the company it's from. It may just save your life.
I mean, you checked. You checked, and the only thing that saved you was the dog eating it. So you can't say check the company, it'll save your life. You checked the company and still, you literally said, what the fuck did he say? What the fuck did he say? Oh yeah, he said, if they ain't called back in such and such time, we gonna eat the pizza. And they wasn't gonna call, they never called you back. So if the dog wouldn't have ate the pizza, y'all would have ate the pizza. Hell no.
There was a Japanese man who had grown tired of his wife. When they had gotten married, she was the most beautiful girl he had ever seen, with long black hair, beautiful brown eyes, and soft skin. However, over the years her looks had faded and she had grown fat. Her face had become wrinkled. He realized that he wasn't attracted to her anymore, and he decided to leave her. The man told his wife he wanted a divorce, and
So wait a minute though. This bit will not go out. So wait a minute though. How the fuck did she get all fat and wrinkly and shit, but he didn't? Like, do Asian women age and Asian men don't? Cause ain't no way she got like, she looks old and he looks like he didn't age at all. Like, that's so weird.
she had grown fat. Her face had
She
become
looks
wrinkled.
old.
He realized that he wasn't attracted to her anymore, and he decided to leave her. The man told his wife he wanted a divorce, and promptly moved out of the house. He rented an apartment in the city,
That nigga
and took to
cross-eyed as
visiting
shit.
bars and clubs in search of a new romance. It wasn't long until he met a stunningly beautiful young girl. She was only 18 years old, tall and slim, with long flowing blonde hair. He was instantly smitten.
I have a lot of questions. Whole lot of questions. Question number one. If he was married and this girl, over the years, he's old as fuck. I'm not even finna go into detail, bro. He's old as
Within
fuck.
weeks, he had
She's
asked her to
18.
marry him.
You're-
The blonde girl accepted, and after they got married, she moved in with him. However, as soon as the ring was on her finger, the blonde girl's behavior changed. Before the wedding, she'd been sweet, pleasant, polite, but now her attitude was hard, mean, and rude. She was vain, and seemed to spend hours in front of the mirror, preening and applying makeup, and gazing at her own reflection. She was also very demanding. She made him spend all of his money on her. She forced him into buying her new clothes, new jewelry, new gadgets.
That whole vampire. Damn, if she was a vampire, she couldn't see herself in the mirror. I'm not fucking stupid.
And even a new car. One day the man came home and took a good look at his new wife. All of the makeup, the eyeliner, the mascara, the eyeshadow, all of it only hid the ugliness inside. He began to wish that he had never married her. As the years went on, the man started longing for his old wife. She may have been old and overweight, but she'd been a caring and considerate person. He cried when he remembered her soft voice, her gentle smile, and her eternal patience.
You don't know what you have until you lost it.
He regretted the day he had divorced her. He gradually realized that he still loved his first wife, loved her more than he could ever love the blonde girl. He began to understand how he had thrown away the only woman who ever truly loved him. Sometimes in his dreams he would see his old wife sitting alone in her room, her long black hair covering her face, and late at night he would ask himself how she was living. What was she doing? Would she ever take him back? One night, after a bitter argument, he decided that he couldn't endure any more of his new wife. He couldn't. He decided to leave her. He left the city and made the long journey back to his old wife's house. When he reached the street where they used to live, it was already late at night. The house looked deserted. Tall weeds were growing in the garden, and the windows were cracked and broken. The tiles were missing from the roof, and the walls looked as if they hadn't been painted in years. He knocked on the front door, but no one answered. Then,
Bruh. Like, I don't know if I'm distracted or if I'm at a loss of fucking words. You seen this fucking house. You seen it look like that. Windows open, windows broken, dirty as hell, shit missing, open ass window up there. You seen that, and you still said, let me go knock on the front door, see if somebody's home. Whatever you finna get, you deserve that shit.
they hadn't been painted in years. He knocked on the front door, but no one answered. Then, he tried the handle, and found that the door was not locked. He walked inside and found the rooms empty and silent. A chilly wind was blowing through the broken
Bro, if she's not. Oh, Lord. She's not in there, bro. Like, and then you trespassing, like you breaking and entering.
Broken windows, going upstairs.
You committing crimes just to see if she's in a house that she's obviously not in. I don't even know where the fuck crimes came from, but that's what he doing.
He opened the door to the bedroom, and he was startled to find his wife sitting there on the bed.
Ain't
He
no
ran to her,
motherfucker-
embraced her
ain't
in his
no
arms, and
motherfucking
cried on
way.
her shoulder. Through the tears, he told her how much he had missed her over the years, and begged her to forgive him for leaving her. Her face was covered by her long black hair, but he heard her sweet voice whispering in his ear. She told him, "I'm glad you came back to me, if only for a moment." "Only for a moment," he replied with a laugh. "Girl, I'm back for good. Now we can spend the rest of our lives together." He brushed the hair from her face and leaned in to kiss her, but when he opened his eyes, he screamed in terror. Her face was a dirty, moldering skull. To his horror, he realized that he had been clutching in his arms nothing but a sack of dusty old bones and long, stringy black hair. The man scrambled to his feet and tossed the bones away from him in disgust. He stood there in the dim light, shuddering as a sickening feeling spread throughout his body. He ran downstairs and out the front door, and on the street, he found a neighbor and demanded to know who lived in the old, broken down and abandoned house. "There's no one living in that house now," said the neighbor. "Years ago, it belonged to a woman whose husband left her. He divorced her in order to marry another woman. She was so distraught that she killed herself soon afterward."
Damn!
Will,
Oh, Viv!
let's go find you something fit for a prince.
I am befuddled. I am fine doodled. I'm hornswoggled. I at least thought she was. I don't know why I thought she was alive. I seen the house. You know what I'm saying? I at least thought she was alive. Like, so does she have reverse Benjamin Buttons? Cause why did she die so fat? Oh no, she killed herself. Why was she so old looking and he wasn't? Like, is that reverse Benjamin Button? What the is that? Bruh, I'm confoodled. What the fuck?
This happened to me May 30th, 2020. My parents were a couple of blocks away from where I live because they were staying at my aunt's house. My aunt is paranoid schizophrenic, so she has special needs and such. Anyways, it was around 4 a.m. I was a night owl, so I stayed up late playing The Last of Us and drinking soda. I suddenly had the urge to go to the bathroom, so I paused the game and walked into the bathroom and did my business. While I was washing my hands, I heard someone cough from outside of my house, near the gate that leads into my backyard. Since not even a few months ago, my home was invaded. I freaked the hell out, and I ran into my dad's bedroom and pulled out the case where he kept his handgun. Since
Who
it
that
was
fuck nigga? See, this a real black people story. Damn, I'm gonna drop my phone. This a real black people story. This nigga went and grabbed a strap. He ain't get in no closet. He ain't call no police. He ain't run. He ain't investigate. He grabbed the strap, nigga. And why the fuck is it a KKK member outside his house? What year is this, bro? Where do you live? Did he say that? Was I listening? This video is, oh my goodness.
what happened before. My dad became paranoid and bought a .44 Magnum, just in case we had to use it.
She gonna shoot that motherfucker.
I wasn't supposed to know about it, but my brother told me since my dad told him. I grabbed a gun and then I hid under my dad's bed as I heard the back screen door open and some noise at the back door. It sounded like he was messing with the back doorknob. I hoped he would fail to get inside and leave, but it seems like nothing can go right for me this year. By the way, I live in Minneapolis. The person
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Nigga, that ain't even in the South. You got KKK niggas lock picking your door at night, cuz. Minneapolis is in a. Hey Siri, where is Minneapolis? Here it is on the map. Minnesota, that's up north. You got nigga.
person somehow got the door open
What?
and had entered the house. The back door leads into the basement as I heard the person go downstairs. I then remember my phone in my pocket. I dialed 911. As soon as the operator picked up, I heard the person walk upstairs and walk into the kitchen and began opening and closing all the drawers and cabinets. I didn't feel comfortable talking with a person so close, so I didn't tell the operator what was happening. Then the person entered my dad's bedroom. They flipped the light open and began digging around through some of my dad's files. I identified the person as this big fat man wearing a stained white robe. Then I got an alert on my phone. It was a text from my friend, who I was playing video games with, asking me what I was doing. I cringed and I clenched my teeth in fear. I asked myself if I was willing to shoot someone. However, I then realized that I had
Shoot him in the dick, bro. That's how you teach niggas lessons, bro. Shoot him in the dick. Just you shoot this nigga in the dick one time, you'll never have to deal with him again.
my phone on silent, so it was only a vibration. The man heard something though, and began moving the blankets on my dad's bed.
Shoot him in the
I gripped the revolver handle tight, as I then saw the man leave the room
Shoot him in the
and
back.
move into another part of my house. I got on the phone with the police and explained the situation to the operator, and alerted her of suspicions that a KKK member was in my house, because there were rumors that the KKK were in our county. The 911 operator suggested that I remain hidden. I then heard the man walk back into the kitchen, and then I heard a loud thud. All of a sudden, the police sirens were heard near my house. I heard the man panicking. The man frantically ran back out my back door. I looked through my dad's window and watched the man in white run and hide in my garage. I went out the front yard and met up with 2 female police officers and explained everything, including how the man was in my garage. I stayed with one of the officers while the other one went to search my garage. She came back 5 minutes later saying it was clear and that a window in my garage was open. I called my parents, who came back home. The cops left shortly after we filed a report. My dad became paranoid and searched the garage, where he found a piece of white cloth underneath his car. I don't know if it was really the KKK, but that was a terrifying experience in my life while in quarantine. My dad has ordered security cameras to prevent any break-in from happening. Just be safe out there.
Welcome to Raid Shadow Legends. If you're watching,
We gonna end it right there. I don't really. I'm confoodled. It was so much going on in this video, bro. I don't even. Whoa. I can't even process half the shit I just watched. But you know what I'm saying? I got some more videos coming. I got some music coming. I ain't gonna be on the game for a minute. My controller broke. Oh no, never mind. I'm capping. I'll be back on that motherfucker when I get home. I gotta switch out my cords because I took that bitch. I broke it. Okay, I broke it. But hell yeah, I'm out.